Hi guys, this is Rebecca with Our Games. I am here today just to do a little vlog type video, I guess. Something I don't do often, because it still feels weird. But I'm doing this one because I haven't been making videos lately, and I just kind of wanted to make something as to why. Not that I have to, not that it probably really matters at this point, but I wanted to. Just because otherwise I was just going to talk about it in my future videos when I do record them. And that's not how I kind of want to do that. So, I'm doing just a separate one. It's been a while. I honestly don't even remember. Let me look at the last day I uploaded a video before this. I know it's been a while, but hold on. Looking at my phone. Oh, I guess it's been over a month. Oh, I didn't even realize it had been that long, but okay. It's fine. I don't have a good concept of time right now. I can't believe it's been that long. I did film a Perfect Sim Challenge video a little bit earlier that will go up this week, probably. But it's been a long time since I've done anything because, frankly, I just didn't have any motivation to do so. And there's a lot of reasons for that. I could list a whole bunch of excuses, like I've been working mandatory overtime at my job for a long time, and recently we're committing to at least a month of 45 hours a week, which has just been exhausting. And everything happening in the world in general is exhausting for most people, myself included, and I've been trying to find a place to live, like an actual place to buy, instead of being in an apartment, because I hate it here. I hate this apartment. I hate this apartment complex. I hate the whole apartment living at this point in my life, and I'm just miserable while I'm here. And I don't want to be anymore. And it's hot. It's summer. Summer is the worst time of year for me, again, for a lot of reasons. And it's hot as hell. My AC doesn't work now, which is just fantastic. And I'm dying. It's so hot. I don't handle heat well. I am a winter body. I need cold weather. I need snow. I need it to be freezing outside. That's when I feel alive. When it's sunny and hot, I feel like I am dying. I just feel like death is breathing down my neck every second when it's hot outside. But that's how it's always been for me. Summer is the worst time of year for so many things for me, and I hate it. I hate it so much. And every year it's just a struggle for me, and this year has just been the worst in a long time. The only summer that could probably compete with this year was when I was 19, but that was for a lot of big things that happened that year, and that was still the worst summer of my life. But this one is running up into second real fast. And those are all reasons that will pass, with time eventually. So that's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing that's causing me to stop uploading, stop making videos recently, has been because summer is kind of a miserable time for me. Mentally, my mental health takes an extreme dive every summer. Like, this is the time of year when people should be watching out for me they need to keep an eye on me during the summer, frankly, but I don't think anybody knows that, that knows me. They don't, or they don't know to what degree that probably is. It's like I should be watched during the summer because my mental health is not okay. And it hasn't been for a decade at least. But this summer has been a lot for me. And I'm not going to cry in this video, just so you know. If I start to, I'm going to edit around it, but my mental health is a big thing for me. It's a big issue that I've struggled with since I was in high school, and it's only gotten worse, as it would when you don't do anything about it. And I probably should do something about it. I should probably go to see someone, but I don't have the time for that. I think people should, if that will help them. I would never tell someone to not go to help if they need it. Do what you need to do to be healthy and happy and live. But it's not something that I've ever been able to let myself do. And, one day that's going to probably bite me in the butt real bad. But that's what I expect to happen. But, right now I have been dealing with a lot mentally, and it's really chipping away at my ability to do anything. I have never been officially diagnosed with anything because I've never gone to a doctor about it in any way. But I know I have depression. I have a lot of anxiety. And a lot of things that come out of that are causing me a lot of problems right now. And there are probably a couple other issues that I have that I'm just starting to kind of figure out, and I don't want to, say that's what it is or what I have, because I don't know for sure. It could be something else. It could be something completely unrelated. It could all just be tied into one thing, but I don't know. I'm not a professional about it, and I don't want to ever claim to be any kind of authority on it when I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just know what I'm dealing with, and it's a lot for me, and I say that all the time, but it's true. And I can't sleep at night when I need to, and most days it's hard for me to wake up before noon or 1, and then I have to go to work shortly after because I work at night. And now I'm working so much more, I thought I would be more tired and I could sleep, but I'm still not sleeping like I should. And I have times when I'm at work or when I'm not at work that I don't remember what happened, for like a few hours. Or I've had even full shifts at work that the next day or the day after that, I couldn't tell you what I did. I don't remember. I remember being there, but I don't remember anything that happened. I don't remember anything at all about being at work. And that's one of those things that I think is tied into something different, something bigger, that I'm kind of aware of, but I don't want to say anything because I don't know if it's that for sure or if it's something else, because who knows? Who knows? It doesn't make for good time for me to try to make videos because I'm tired. I'm tired all the time. Just thinking about turning on my computer most days and most weekends, which is when I used to do most of my videos, just makes me want to throw up when I think about it. And not because I don't want to do it, because I love making videos, but it's just the effort having to go into it that makes me feel sick, and I just can't bring myself to do it. And I hate that, because it's just me getting in my own way, but I always have done that. To be frank, right now on this channel, the only real subscriber I have is a family member that knows what I'm doing. And so, me not uploading all the time really doesn't matter right now. Because the only ones watching are me and that family member sometimes. And that's it. And, that's fine right now. And I never started all this to try to become famous, because I know that's not going to happen. And that's okay. I'm just doing it to make videos, because I love to do that whole process, and I wanted to do more. And right now, I'm barely just making it through my days right now. I'm barely just staying alive right now. And unfortunately, that's all I can do at this moment. It's taking everything for me mentally and even physically to just exist right now. I'm just surviving right now. And to anyone who might see this who maybe feels the same way or struggles with a lot of mental illness or something too, I just want to let you know that, that's okay. It's okay if all you did today or this week, this month, was just survive. Every day that you make it through, even if you don't do 100% on everything, even if you don't accomplish something amazing, it's okay. You survived. And sometimes that is the only thing you can do. And that's okay. It maybe isn't the best thing, but until you can get to that point where you're living instead of just surviving your days, surviving is enough. And it's good. You did it. And it's when your brain tries to make you believe that that's not okay that you start having problems. Because that's kind of what's been happening to me. And, with depression and even anxiety, you feel so isolated. And with the pandemic stuff and quarantine and everything that's happening, you feel it even more because you're not really even allowed to go out a lot. Not that I did, but you just feel extra isolated. And when you don't see friends outside of work or ever for weeks, months at a time, and they really don't even talk to you for that long, it makes it really hard to hear anything but all those voices in your head telling you, how much people hate you, how no one will like you. No one wants to spend time with you. Nobody wants to see you. Nobody cares about you, is what your brain and your illness tries to constantly tell you. So you're not good enough. Nobody cares. Why are you here? None of this matters. Or worse. And when you have nothing to combat that becomes your daily narrative in your mind over and over, all day and night, every day. And when you feel like nothing in your life is going right or in your favor, it just kind of adds to that. When you really need a win, you need something good to happen, and nothing ever does. It just kind of beats it more and more into your brain. And it doesn't help. And just to get extra personal, there have been times in the last month or two for me that have been really close calls that nobody knows about, because unless you are seeking active help or attention, you don't tell people when you're in that state. You don't text someone or call them up and say, oh, hey, just wanted to let you know I've got a knife open in my hand right now. Just sitting here thinking about how quickly I could end stuff. You don't tell people that unless you are looking for help or attention. So when that happens, it either wins or you work through it and get through and survive that night for whatever reason you need to. And that's something that I've dealt with very recently. And I'm cautious to say too much because, like I said, I know there's a family member that sometimes watches my videos, but it doesn't matter. I hate summer. This time of year just always sucks the energy right out of me. I never want to do anything. I didn't even get to go to Pride this year, which is usually the only highlight of my summers, is to go celebrate Pride with one of my friends. And we couldn't even do that this year because of the quarantine. Rightfully so, but this is the one fun I usually get to have. I didn't get to have this year. And that was really disappointing for me. Anyway, I'm going off on a long talk here, but I didn't have any specific points on this video I wanted to hit or anything. It was just kind of talking about why I have not been present on this channel for the last little bit, for anybody that might care in the future, because there's nobody here now, and this is kind of just for me as well. But I've been going through a lot, and I really want to win something soon. I want something good to happen, because I haven't had any of that lately. People are leaving. I'm never seeing them. I probably won't anytime soon. Because even though I could try to ask, to initiate something, I probably won't, because that would usually require something on my end that I can't force myself to do right now. And then I don't want anybody over here for those reasons, and then I don't want to go somewhere else. We can't really go out in public much, and it feels like too much, and I have to just stop. And then I sit here and wonder why nobody wants to talk to me. And that's what it is. I dig myself a hole that I have to sit alone in, and then I wonder why I'm alone. Because that's exactly what my brain wants. There are parts of me that want me to suffer, and they do everything they can to make me suffer. And I don't try to stop them usually, because I can't. I don't have the energy or the strength. And any part of me that could doesn't care about me suffering. They'll think it's funny and laugh at me. Call me pathetic and stupid. And I have to fight them every day, you know? Every day I have to have a fight with myself every minute to just not snap. Because I don't want anyone to know that I work with or know personally that don't already kind of know about it to kind of know how bad it is. Because I don't want pity, and I don't want people to baby me or to treat me like I'm, you know, made out of wet paper. It's just... I wouldn't believe anybody that tried to help me that knew about how bad it was. Because I feel like they wouldn't really mean it. It would just be out of some kind of obligation. No, I don't want that. Which is the argument I tell myself to not go to a therapist. Because they don't care. That's the point, is they're not emotionally attached to you. You know, they give you an objective insight into what's happening and advice and help in whatever they can. Because then parts of my brain tell me that they don't actually care, so they're not going to help me because they don't care. They're just taking my money, which is stupid. That's stupid for me to think that, but I do. And I would love to go into it. Because sometimes I do like to just talk. But I'm not going to. This video is probably already going to be too long as it is. Because it's basically just... I'm going to attempt to just try to start doing some videos again. Not in any kind of regular fashion, because I don't know what days that I'm going to be capable of turning on my computer, let alone doing anything with it. I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't know when, if ever, I'm going to be able to move. I don't know how reliable my work even is, because who knows if we're going to get shut down again. Like, it's just a lot of stuff that I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how long I'm going to feel this bad. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. You know, it's just all up in the air, and I hate that. I hate that so much. But I can't rely on anything or anyone, so I have to just see what happens. I do have one video recorded. Hopefully it's not horrible. It's probably not going to be great because I'm not in a mood to do things, but I did something. So I'll have that up some point soon. I'm going to try to do some videos here and there. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And if I ever get any good news, maybe I'll do another thing like this. Yeah, I'm not okay. But I never feel like I have been. So I'm still here. And I'm going to try to do things while I can. I don't know how reliable that's going to be, but I'm not really reliable right now. So it's going to be whatever it is. And anybody that might stumble across and watch, thank you. And I don't know, take care of yourselves. Do better than me. Take care of yourself. Actually care about yourself. And get help if you need it. Because there's nothing wrong with asking for help. Even if I don't. Because I won't allow myself. Like I said, be better than me. It's not too hard. All right. So, if anybody watches this, thanks.